This is session T6, addressing a client. One of my favorite sessions. I think you guys will enjoy. Addressing a client, the objectives. One is to address all clients with warmth, authenticity, and a willingness to help them. Next, explain how growth mindset can help perfect the art of working with clients in order to provide excellent service. And thirdly, adjust how I work with clients depending on the type of client I encounter. Very important. I think we're going to skip over this activity for the moment. And we're going to discuss these 4 steps to address client spot. Can I have a volunteer to take the first one? S?
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you want me to read the first step?
Yes.
Okay. It says smile. Welcome clients as if they are friends coming over to your house.
And who can take the next one? P.
I can read it. Present yourself.
And O.
Offer help to the client.
And T.
Thank the client.
Now, is this something that is foreign to you guys? Are you familiar with it? Having that experience? Anyone having clients before?
Yes.
So spot, we want to remember smile, present, offer, and thank the client. Address a client, step 1 and 2, smile, welcome clients as they are your friends coming over to your house, and present yourself. So it's just like when we're greeting another person, we want to smile at them and we want to be personable with them and present ourselves that way. Now we have this activity. It's about introducing yourself in a group, but we have a further activity further along. I think I'll use that for breakout rooms, okay? Now there's a poll. It says, how easy is it to, just think about this way, how easy is it to address a person warmly? How do you feel? Is that extremely hard for anyone? Why is that, Kelly?
I don't know. It just is for me. It really is. I'm not good about going up to new people and talking to them. I am very much an introvert. I know it's hard to believe, but I really am very much an introverted person.
Does anyone find it extremely easy to address someone warmly?
I feel like it's easy
do.
for me.
Okay, well, that's a good start. And if it's hard, it can be learned. It can be cultivated. Steps 3 and 4, the O, offer help to the client and thank the client. So we always have to remember to offer the help or assistance that they need and to thank them. So why is it important to treat clients well and make them feel special? Can anybody tell me? Or a couple of people tell me?
Because you want them to come back again.
Yes, thank you, Ogali. And Danielle?
For me, it's always treat clients how I want to be treated.
Absolutely. And would you not say that it gives, I guess, if you are working for another company, a good face to your company to treat the client well? A good representation?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to have an activity, and this is the one that I will need for the breakout rooms, Kelly. It's going to be groups of 3.
3, okay.
Okay. One person will be the IT pro, one person will be the client, and one person the observer. And we're going to practice the SPOT, S-P-O-T, steps. The first scenario, the client is calm but needs assistance over the phone. So there's a calm client. Second scenario, the client appears to be very angry and upset when walking in. So there's an angry, very angry client. And third scenario, the second client walks in while you're not yet finished with the first client. And then you guys can rotate the roles, but you're going to practice the SPOT steps. Does everybody understand?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay, or give me a
gonna
thumbs up
play
so I can
roles.
make sure.
I'm gonna play roles
Mhm.
of the 3 characters that you just described.
Yes, and we're practicing smiling, presenting ourselves, offering help, and thanking the client. Okay,
So we go through it a couple times, rotate it, and give it a shot.
so everyone gets an opportunity
Yes.
to
And
deal with a calm client and an angry client and an interrupting client. Should we allow like 10 minutes? How long do you think?
Yeah, let's do 10 minutes.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
All right, rooms are open. Nice. That worked out well.
Oh, good.
Okay, let me pause the recording.
Well, I hope everyone got some experience from that exercise and it was exciting for you. Can anyone tell me the experiences they had?
It was nerve-wracking.
I found that I'm very angry.
Okay. Shamika, why was it nerve-wracking?
I don't know. I don't like dealing with customers and customer service and stuff like that. I don't know.
It requires a special skill set, right?
Yes, I don't think I have it.
You can cultivate it.
Wait. What's that with the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset? How do we rephrase that?
I'm working on it.
There we go.
Working on my customer service skills.
There we go.
That's right.
There we go.
I am not perfect, but I've worked with people that are mentally challenged for 18 years now. So I've learned to understand, to be patient, and to help. It's not easy dealing with some so-called normal people, but I've learned how to be patient and how to understand. And in our field, you must allow the individual that you are assisting to vent.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
over the years, I've learned, to be patient, to understand. So now it's not easy to get under my skin.
Very good. I was thinking, it's easier to have a calm client. That's easy. But in the real world, a lot of times you do get upset and angry clients, and we have to acknowledge them. We have to deal with them. Sometimes they're not so gracious, and we appreciate the gracious clients that we may get. Because I know, like the practice SPO steps, it also spells stop. So before you react, stop, take a breath, and think of the words that you're going to say respectful to that person, even if they are not respectful to you. Because there are times when people may shout expletives at you, and you have to take it, you have to eat it, and just acknowledge them and still be respectful and treat them how you want to be treated. And that can be difficult. So if we stop and take that breath, it can diffuse a lot of things that come from us. Just remember that. Gali, you have a question?
Yeah, like I totally agree. Like that's not what we're gonna do when we at the workplace. But I was just saying, like, I totally agree with that. Like you would like treat people the way you want to be treated. But at the same time, I think that's like a trigger for yourself when you do that, because like, for example, for myself, even when I'm angry, I try to empathize with the person or that's working. I know it's not their fault. And even when it is, like I try to still be nice and try to just, like Muhammad was saying, try to vent, but still do it respectfully and be like, listen, I'm having an angry, I give the person a chance to like talk to me and still able to help me. But some people really come at you angry, like very angry, like it's your fault, like, and they take all their problem in the world and try to throw it at you. And it's not your fault and you can't even have nothing to do with that. Like that part, I feel like it backfire a little bit when you try to, because again, I try to treat people like I would like to be treated, but that's the bad part, because I'm like, I would never do that to somebody. So I take it really hard, and I really get like frustrated when that happen. And then I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with you, Like I don't try to do nothing bad, but I would just like kind of walk away from that person or just stop talking to that person altogether. Like, so
Yeah, I can appreciate what you're saying. And sometimes you do have to gracefully take your leave, but do it gracefully.
right, yeah. I try
Because,
to do it sometimes.
sometimes you're dealing with the CEOs, CFOs, the owner of the business, and they're the ones that pay you. So, and you're right about trying to understand where they're coming from, because, things could be happening at home. They can have a presentation at work, or things are not happening well at work. So they come out of box or come out of pocket. But it's our responsibility to always stay in pocket. That's just the job, period.
Right.
Let's see. Do you guys have an open-ended question on your screen? Because Kelly, it looks like their answers are already
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
You can share individual ones if you wish,
Okay.
or just scroll down and pick the ones you like.
Okay, so imagine working at an Apple store. You're an expert in iPhones, trying to think of different kinds of people you might meet and assist. Okay, two types of people. One who knows what service device conditions they're looking for. Senior citizens need a breakdown. That's true. So you need to be more patient and more descriptive. They're angry people. They're friendly people. People getting their first iPhone or touchscreen phone? All great answers. So we meet all kinds of people. And we have to really adjust to that. And elderly who are not the most comfortable using technology. And I think, let's see, we described some of these types of clients that we were talking about: the angry client, patient client, understanding client, client who's very knowledgeable about technology. Now, how would you deal with a client who's very knowledgeable about technology and assisting them?
I believe it will be easy
No, we're the worst.
because they might not gonna ask
We're the
too
worst.
much question.
No, they think they know everything. So
Yep.
argue with you, whatever you say.
So
that's
it's
even
just,
worse.
But they called you.
You probably want to be rushy.
Yep.
They make
Skip
you
that
like
step.
you're
Skip that step
stupid.
and skip that step.
so how would you approach that? Them wanting to control.
Calm. Very calm.
Yes.
Okay. As
Go
someone
ahead.
that's been on that other side, I could tell you right now, the best thing to do is to let me talk. just let me get it out of me, and then be like,
Yeah.
okay, great. You know,
That's why
just move on.
when calm was said, that's, yeah, stay calm and listen. Just listen. Like you said, Greg, let them talk.
I would be like,
Period.
listen, since you know everything, you can go ahead and do that yourself. And
Oh,
I'll
no.
go help another client. I'll go help somebody that doesn't know what they're doing.
Oh no! I'm coming to talk to you after that.
Exactly. Well, you win now. Like, they're not gonna talk to you no more.
No, you'll have another conversation. Trust me. It's a whole different one with management.
Totally different conversation.
I have a question. What do you do with someone who is upset, irate? They called you to come, you come, and they want you to leave. Any takers?
I would say leave. Because hopefully they fixed the problem, whatever it was. I just didn't get there in time.
You struck a nerve on this one.
I did, I'm sure. I'm sure. Or you can calmly and nicely restate who you are, and the reason you're there is to help them, if they would allow you to help them.
I got a question. So, like, now, is it like, because anyway, I'm new to this field, so I don't know what's the other side of those jobs are gonna be like. But it's like most of those jobs is gonna be like help desk, like IT, or is it gonna be like, you know, like there's some of those jobs that's like beginners, but that have nothing to do with like customers, like where you just get sent to a building and you just like fixing stuff and you have to deal with nobody. Like how does that go for those beginners?
It depends. There are some where you can be a hired consultant, where you can come in and see clients, or some where you are working with the company in their help desk. It can be all of the above, truly.
I really think it will be all
And
of the above. Well, it depends on if you're a streamlined company. Yeah, because I'm
right.
telling you, like most of them, like, you will have a day that you're working in an empty building to get everybody prepared to move into that building, and nobody's there, nobody's bothering you. And then another day when they're there and they're now getting set up, and you have to run to everybody's desk to get them, you know, this thing, that thing. My keyboard doesn't work, my mouse, this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And I've had opportunity to do them all. So the reason why I asked you if someone wants you to leave, what do you do? Is because I've had that experience.
So leaving is the right choice. You'll just leave them alone, just like, okay.
No, you're going to take the variables of what's involved. You're going to have more information, and you're going to know basically that person is talking out of their head. And especially if they are not the boss, but you
Well,
know your responsibility is to that company,
okay, okay,
you're going to
well,
try to ease and work your way with them.
okay, Ms. Rachel, well, what if they insist that they don't want to talk to you, they want to talk to your manager or your supervisor?
I understand. And you may have to let them talk to your manager or supervisor, but you also may need to talk to theirs and
Okay.
talk to your supervisor yourself. It's just, there's variables of what you'll need to do. And we'll discuss that even further in some of your other T sessions, I believe, that are coming along.
Okay.
Because I would say the same things. I would say, I would leave because like you said, with the variable, let's say you have a lot of other things you have to do or other people you have to get to, I would say, can't you just like agree with the person and send an email to your manager or supervisor and let them know, okay, that person did not want my help. I tried and then basically explain and just move on to the next person. Because I feel like if you don't do that, you kind of like forcing yourself on them, and they might, do something and say, okay, that person is forcing themselves on me to try to do this on my, So,
Yeah, that can be an option. But if their manager is basically sending you there to fix the problem for them, they don't have a call on that. That's why I said
okay.
there are variables and circumstances. And you have to, as a technical support assistant or technical support, you need to decide and discern what you need to do. But different things will be thrown at you. But stay calm in every occasion. And of course, yes, document and report to your supervisor when it's necessary,
Copy.
but
Thank you.
always stay calm.
Cool, calm, and collected.
Yes. Okay. Oh, and now we have time to climb.
You're not sharing sound, so only you will get the joy of.
I know, but something happens when I was trying to share this
Okay.
for some reason. There's an echo or something.
Ah, I got you.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I know y'all love the music.
Just imagine it.
I think you pause here, right, Kelly?
So addressing a client, the objectives: address all the clients again with warmth, authenticity, and a willingness to help them always. Explain how growth mindset can help perfect the art of working with clients in order to provide excellent service, and adjust how I work with clients depending on the type of client I encounter. So remember SPOT, or stop, take a breath, think before you respond, and always respond graciously. And that's the end of the session. Did anybody have any questions? I don't see any. I think everyone knows it and understands it very well.